Let's see, I don't have audio on Tayman, so we will switch to stumps. There we go. Got some game audio to listen to as we are in game 1. Let me switch Tayman's screen. I think he might have moved it down or something. I don't know what happened. It'll be a simple fix though. But Stomp's going to be coming out strong from the get-go right now with a 14-second for Lakitu. I'm going to look at his splits in a second because that's potentially a gold, I want to say. No, it's not actually, but still saves 30 seconds on his PB split. So that's going to be a really good time for Stump starting off here. He needs to keep up that consistency because even though Tayman is at 0-1 in the group so far, definitely means he's no slouch by any means. So this will be pretty interesting to see how both of these guys do as it goes on. But Tay having the most consistency so far, 2 sub-20s in a row here, and he will be taking his first lead. Yeah, Tayman's definitely the favorite in this matchup, but not only that, after being upset last week, I'm looking for this man to rebound very, very well right now because he definitely wants to get a win on the board, and he's going to try to come at cards when he has to play him in week 5 too. So he's going to be a little bit trolled right now on Poochie, which is going to allow Stump to come back a little bit, but his garbage game is on point right now. Poochie was buried that entire time. Aha, and Stump confirms it tied the Lakitu gold, actually. So, yeah, that was a pretty good stage for Stump there. He has a little bit of time to make up on Tay here with Poochie. It looks like he dropped that first chain a little bit short. Let's see what he can get with this follow-up. Looks like the colors were just in the wrong places at the wrong time there as he was trying to convert, but just last second he missed on those every single time. So that's going to allow Tay to keep improving this lead right now. And there it goes. Poochie being a little bit of troll for both of them right now. Stump's going to end up finishing that at 50 seconds, but that gave Tayman to finish Wiggler 13 seconds faster, and now it's about a full stage lead at this point. So we're getting about to that halfway point where the AI is pretty much acting the same still right now. But their cursor speed's picking up little bit by little bit, and especially towards the end, I like to always label this as the hardest couple stages to get like the fastest time. Specifically on Raphael, because they're not as aggressive as the cave opponents. So they don't raise their stack nearly as much, and they're still a little fast, so they can still get clears, and it's really hard to get like one of those quick kills. Tayman though, freaking sending a huge chain to Froggy right there, and he had that left tower to deal with. Gets that sub 30 time, pulling ahead just a little bit more as Stump's struggling a little bit here on Wiggler. He's got a lot of panels to deal with now. Let's see if he gets something going. He's going to have at least a 4, that 5 chain as well, and he's looking for another follow-up after that. So this should be definitely enough on Stump's end afterward. Wiggler's going to drop it down. Unfortunately, since Stump just went for that secure at the end, his combo garbage follow-up didn't drop immediately. But better safe than sorry there, as the match was already dragging on a little bit too long. So Stump moving on after 107. Tay looking for another sub 30, and he will get it, as Blarg had 0 stop time after that shake. See, Tay still being pretty consistent. Ooh, and very lucky on his end. Lunchfish had to go from the right and then immediately all the way to the left. The cursor speed not fast enough to do it. 13 seconds on Lunchfish. You don't really see fights that quick this late on in the run, but yeah, Tay's looking to maybe finish this first 8 at sub 6, which is pretty good pace. It puts you at a good spot to potentially get a sub 9 minute time or just a sub 10 minute time. But let's see, he's got that 8 combo set up and he's gonna get a good lag chain there as well. Oh, he was getting pretty aggressive. I was afraid he maybe could have died there. Stump looks like he's sending off too, and Froggy dealing with the same problems we saw with Lunchfish on Tay's side, the separated towers. But Stump's times have been around a minute so far, so it hasn't been doing him any favors, as Tay's been usually around the 30-second range, with the exception of this Trolley Raphael and a couple other stages. But it's good enough to boot Tayman into about 2.5 stage lead heading into the cave, and he does hit that sub 6. Here comes Stump though. Gets a pretty good start at the beginning there. Blarg had a pretty high stack. If Stump can get a quick enough follow-up here, which he did get a pretty good chain here, this could be enough to kill Blarg if there's no chains that fall. He's going to go up and lower. No stop time. Yep, that'll do it. 24 seconds. A very good bounce back by Stump there. Making up a little bit of ground, which can easily make a comeback here. Specifically in one of Tayman's matches, we saw him get trolled on Bowser for 2 minutes, and it allowed Raphael to make a 2-stage comeback at the very end of the game. Hopefully that won't be the case for him again. I'd hate to see him get trolled 2 times in a row, but you never know, man. Bowser's super unforgiving. Here he goes. He might get this kill on Lunchfish. Oh, he had the chain lined up and he swapped it last second. And just like that, Stump making a really good comeback right now. 2 quick stages back to back. And Hookbill is still going on Tayman's end. This is now a 1-stage game just like that. And he still has time for this last clear. Man, super unlucky so far on Tayman's side. He might finally get this kill here though. I doubt he has like any stop time left. Yeah, there it is. Better later than never there, and Tayman will take it at 110, but Stump mounting a little bit of a comeback right now. His beginning chain wasn't the best on Raphael. He's going to be able to down stack and get the clear. Stump's going to have to raise the stack a little bit, which he does, man. Super aggressive right now. That's what I like to see. And he's going to get a couple combos with that 2 chain mixed in. This is going to layer pretty nicely when it falls. Let's see if it's enough to kill Raphael, though. Looks like it'll be just short, and Raphael's still finding clears anyway, so Stump's going to need to do a little more, maybe? No, that might be enough if he doesn't find a chain here. The combo's going to buy him some time. Oh no, this could be bad on Stump's end. If Raphael finds this clear, that's going to be a lot of panels for him to work with, and he's going to need some quick stages, because Tayman just got a 27 on Naval right now, and he's pulling ahead to that lead, which we saw earlier. Hookbill allowed Stump to come back, but now Raphael's allowing Tayman to take a pretty good lead once again. But there he goes. He finally does finish it. Even though Raphael had all those panels to just clear away at, he's going to struggle finding a clear. And now Stump moving on to the cave now. Only 2 stages down. Still can make a comeback here. He's got a nice 6 combo that I'm sure he's going to do at the beginning here too. Actually, he's going to opt for a 4, but it'll convert to a 6 anyways later on. So this is going to be a really good start for him. Meanwhile, Tay didn't top off Kamek immediately. And now Kamek's going to keep doing chains and chains. And wow, on Stump's side, he drops it early. And Hookbill's going to try to go for some lowering of his stack. And it's not enough. So Stump again makes another quick stage, and now he's only down by 1 again. But Tay gets the appropriate follow-up here on Kamek, who just got force killed. Only 1 stage left. Stump's got to make the cave of a lifetime here if he wants to try to come back, or hope for that big Bowser troll. Let's see, he's got a pretty good start so far. Naval's playing with a pretty high stack as well, just like Hookbill has the separated towers. Oh, 1 line short, or else that could have potentially been another sub 20 there. But Stump playing smart. He raises the stack again to give him some more ammunition. But But this could be it right now. Tayman had a pretty good chain and some combos sent to Bowser, and Bowser has a really awkward stack to deal with. The shake's going to help a lot, which will give him the clear, but he's really low on panels. This could be good for Tay. There's going to be no shake as this drops. Bowser might have enough time to lure. Oh, I didn't even see that chain fall in place. Okay, still a little bit of sign of life for Stump here. He does get the kill on Naval. He's still a stage down, though, and it looks like Bowser might be dead here, though. He's got nothing to work with. He gets one more clear, but that's not going to be enough. And Tay is going to take this first game at a 1040, I believe. So, pretty solid performance all around. He was getting around his 30-second averages, hit a sub 20 here and there, and his trolls at maximum was just at hook bill, which was over a minute. But other than that, it was some pretty solid gameplay for him. So, Tayman taking this first race. I liked what I saw from Stump, though. Like, his play has definitely been improving as this tournament's been going on. Mostly what I didn't see from him before that I've seen a lot during this match is his aggression with raising the stack once he does a chain that he knows, like, isn't enough to top off his opponent. Because a lot of people kind of just struggle and they'll get into this point where they don't have a lot of panels to work with. And they can't really get another good follow-up afterwards. So they're stuck doing like 2 chains and like 4 combos, and the opponents just clear it pretty easily. But Stump, playing with that aggression, has been able to get proper follow-ups a lot. And now he's going to take out Kamek at 102. Not too far off of his PB. His PB is a low 11-minute time, so we'll only be looking at like a minute or 2 above it right now if Bowser doesn't go for a while. Here we go. Bowser, the final boss. Let's see what Stump can do. Ooh, almost had the yellows there. Just a little bit off on getting it. He's going to go for a different chain instead. Gets that slide there. Very nice frame trick. Bowser with the 10 chain, man. Bowser is not going to let up on you, man. Even when he knows the race is done, he's like, screw it, man. You still got to deal with my 10 chain. This is going to be good and bad for Stump right now, because he's going to have to deal with all this lag. And it'll give him plenty of time to give a follow-up here, but it's going to waste a lot of time at the same time. And he had pretty bad RNG, so this chain's going to get cut here. Yeah, that's the worst, when the AI just gives you things like this, man. It's like, come on, dude. I don't want to deal with this much lag on my game right now. He has the yellows, he goes for the bottom, or the one on the right rather than the one on the left. Gonna opt for that 6 combo too. He's got to be careful. He's not gonna have a lot of panels for this bottom follow-up, though he does have second tier to bail him out. I hope he sees that at the top. He's gonna drop. Yep, he does see it. Good. That was a life-saving moment. If he did not see that, he was dead. Luckily for him, that'll give him more time to maybe finish off Bowser. As long as the chain doesn't drop here, this should be the match. And there it is. 139 for Stump. Very good follow-up. It just took a while because of all that lag. Stump going to finish at a pretty good time, 13:55. Yeah, overall, I think both of them played pretty consistent for their skill level. You know, both were about 2 minutes above their PB. And had a pretty average time over most of their stages there. Stump just had a couple trolls in the middle of his run, and if he's able to clean that up, which he was doing a lot more aggression at the end, I think this could be pretty good for him to take this match here. I guess we can only wait to find out here, as both of them are ready. So we will be seeing this game 2 pretty shortly right now. It's what I always love race 2s, because it's like both the players are warmed up, so you're seeing better Tetris attack action here. Almost more often than not, their second time is usually better than their first time. I had to look and see how true that is for a majority of the matches, but I'm pretty sure that holds true for almost every single match. Unless your first match is some crazy, ridiculous time, which has happened. Alright, so Tayman with a pretty good follow-up, a pretty moderately sized chain with some combo garbage followed up at the top. It's going to give Lakitu a little bit of shake, and he got a chain, luckily, at the bottom too. Still wasn't enough for him to survive, so Tayman's going to be taking the lead 25 seconds in. And Lakitu looks like he's giving Stump a little bit of trouble, but man, that 9 combo follow-up at the end of the 5 chain there looks like it's going to do a number here to Lakitu. He's going to try to go into stack lowering mode. He spins a couple clears there. Stump's follow-up should be good to get this kill at the end, and it will be 52 seconds. Oh no, I see it too. I shouldn't have read chat. The mouse right in the middle of the stage too. That's alright, ignored everyone. Maybe it's the source of his power, because it led to a 22-second there too, and he's going to continue to extend this lead, very similar to last game. Stump looking like to get something started here. He gets those purples right in time. The blues follow up for the 5 chain at the end too. It's going to put quite a lot on Bumpty. I think it might just be barely enough to top him off. And yeah, he goes for second tier clear, so that's good for Stump there. 24 seconds, not too much slower than Tayman. But Tayman, he's just improving more and more as these stages go on. Can't blame Poochie now. He falls in 16 seconds. Oh, I think Stump made a little bit of a misclear there. Unfortunately, cutting both of those chains short, as Froggy has a pretty low stack to begin with here. Stump's going to need to find a pretty big rebound. Let's see if he does this aggression of raising his stack again here. He probably will as soon as this garbage block clears. But Tayman, dude, he just sent a wall of garbage to Wiggler, man. Didn't have no breathing room. That's a force kill, and Tay's taking an even bigger lead now. Go. That was a pretty good follow-up on Stump's end. It's going to give some shake time and not quite top off Froggy just yet. That combo garbage block was just one line and up at the end, so didn't give Poochie much to work with there. Stump moving on with that sub 1 minute. Tayman drops a chain early on Froggy, which would have been good if he had a quicker follow-up, because look at that left tower. Took Froggy forever to react and go up there too. That could have been a sub 20, but a 22 second, I'm sure he's going to take that time too. But oh yeah, Stump bounces back very quickly there with an 18-second. Wiggler had absolutely nothing going. He only had like, his panels were almost to the very top of the screen, and that's what you like to see. That'll a lot of the time lead to kills. Let's see what Froggy does to Stump now, as Tayman has Blarg pretty much buried. He's going to go for that second tier clear, and gets another one at the top too, with chains falling in place, dude. And he's going to have 2 4 combos. Man, that's some pretty unlucky RNG if I've ever seen it. Another chain falling. Okay, this is good for Stump. This is opportunity to come back. He's going to need to find a follow-up quick here, though, because Froggy is in a good spot with the separated towers. And Blarg just cleared all of the garbage on his screen, so he could be looking for even more clears. Another chain falling. Dude, this has got to be the most unlucky Blarg I've ever seen in my lifetime. He's hitting combos and chains to extend his stop time all the time. Stump looks like he did get the appropriate follow-up. It looks like this will kill it. And And that's what it is. 53 seconds. So Stump looking to be on the same stage as Tay if he doesn't get this kill pretty quickly here. Still not topped off because of all the shenanigans he was pulling. And he's going to go for some stack lowering and didn't even worry about the clear. He had a lot of panels he needed to get down, so that's going to lead to his death. Here's Stump's chance. Let's see what he can do here on Blarg. He's going to have this 4-chain set up. Might do that 4 combo as well. He's going to need a little bit more, though. Let's see what he does here. Gets the reds as well. Oh, nice. He gets a really good follow-up here. As Blarg gets this clear, it might be enough to top him off. Let's see this combo garbage. Oh, no, just 2-4 combos. Stump's going to need to raise the stack to send more pressure here. As Tayman sent a really good stack here to Lunchfish, but it was just 1 line short as well. This should be the kill for Tayman once this garbage is done clearing, though. Yeah, not even enough shake to try to get those blues over. So, this has been pretty common, like... Tay's been trolled on one stage and Stump makes up a bunch of time. Stump gets trolled later on and Tayman builds that lead back up. But it's still closer than what last race was. Stump is on a faster pace, though. I'm proving myself wrong, and Tayman is a little bit behind of what his pace was last run. He finished Raphael at sub 6, so he's looking to be about 30 seconds behind pace. Tayman, he's going to make up some of that time right there as a very nice kill on Raphael at 22 seconds in. Stump raising his stack once again to give him some ammunition. This is a really good habit, I just want to point out again, to doing runs like this. It can introduce lag sometimes, but more often than not, it just helps you secure the win, especially in a race format. Better to top off your opponent than to play a little bit risky to try to get that quick kill and then fail afterward. Oh, Tay looking to try to get another quick kill here. As Hookbill was looking for some chains, and he eventually did get a chain there. But now he's going to be lowering his stack. He'll get a clear. This is going to clear a lot of panels up top. But if Tayman has an appropriate follow-up, this could lead to a kill. A little bit of shake time at the end, though, going for that second tier. This could be a trolley hook build coming up. He's going to have a lot of time to work with, and he's finding more and more chains. He goes for stack lowering, though, and he's not yet topped off. But, man, Stump's still struggling on Lunchfish here. And, oh, unfortunate, the pressure just got to him there, taking a death at 1.5 minutes in. That's going to really hurt for Stump. He's already down by 2 stages, and he really needed a quick time there because Tayman's going to be pulling ahead by about 3 stages now with a 104 in Hookbill. Looks like he might bounce back pretty well here. I think he saw the greens there, just hesitated a little bit to pull the trigger on lowering the panels. So that's once again going to be a little bit of a struggle here to begin with on Lunchfish. And Tayman's going to be starting Naval already. Naval with that really high right stack. Going to have to try to lower his stack. He does with a little bit of time to spare here. Gonna do a bunch of more clears here with another chain. That's 2 chains gonna be falling into place there. Oh my goodness. That's gonna buy Piranha some more time. Stump's gonna finally clean up Lunchfish here. And Piranha is not yet topped off. Maybe could survive a little bit. That garbage block will not give a lot of time, but it was enough. And now Naval looking to do some more chains here. Tayman's got to find this follow-up. He could get in a rough spot. He's going to drop it at a 4-chain smart there, or else it would have took a lot more time for that garbage to fall down. But he's still in a little bit of a tight spot, especially if Naval continues 2-chain here. Going into stack lowering mode right now. Oh, still 1 line short. It looks like Stump's having a pretty good follow-up right here, too. This could be enough to kill Raphael. He's got to get to that left tower and drop. Oh, it wasn't enough of a follow-up. And with that, that's going to allow Tayman to take out Naval at 120 in. Stump smartly waiting on the on Raphael to drop his chain there so he could find the clear immediately and not get caught off surprise later. That'll do it there. Enough pressure sent from Stump. Gonna get that kill in 54 seconds. Heading into the cave, still only down by 2 stages, just like last run. But Tayman's follow-up looks a lot better on Kamek than it did on Naval, so he may be able to get this kill soon. Kamek's gonna try to do a whole bunch of clears, and that purple will lead to a chain, so this troll's gonna go on for probably at least 15 more seconds. Though I don't know. Kamek using a lot of the panels right now. That tall left stack, Kamek's got to get over there to lower. We'll get the greens as well. If there's no chain here, this should be a instant kill, yeah. That stop time was seeming a little bit low there, and if you don't have any chain or combo follow-up, it's not going to refresh the time. And Stump doing pretty well on hook build. That's what he needs. He needs a couple more of those stages, though, because this is his final chance. He's got to finish 3 stages before Tayman finishes this last one. This is going to be a really tough feat for him, but if Stump plays well enough here, it's possible. He gets a pretty good chain starter right now, but Tayman looking to be pretty consistent as well. He gets this 6 chain, and it's going to lead to a 7. That's going to be probably plenty to top off Bowser for the time being. And Tayman raising his stack to do another follow-up. Yeah, this is not too good for Stump here, especially since he's struggling a little bit on Naval here to find a follow-up. And Bowser's going to have to lower his stack here as this garbage is done clearing. And this could be a really good position for Tay. He's going to have enough garbage sent once this chain is done here. Bowser up top at the second tier. Is he going to have enough time to get back down? He will. But he has like no stop time. This should be the kill. Is this false? Yep. And there it is. Tayman not too far off from the other time in the first run here. He's going to finish at a 12:06, securing his first win of group stage at 1-1. Still 2 more matches to play to try to get into that main bracket spot too. He certainly still has potential to make that. Unfortunately for Stump, he's going to fall to 0-3 in his group. He played pretty well, just couldn't close it out in some matches here and there. And unfortunately for him, qualifying out of the group stage might be impossible. There could be some tiebreakers still if a lot of people finish at 1-3. I don't know. I don't think a 1-3 record is possible, though, to finish out. But there's always wildcard opportunities if he elects to do so. And then there's always redemption bracket as well if he doesn't make it in that main bracket. So. And Stump is definitely someone who put some time into some games. Is someone who runs a very big multitude of games, including like Spyro, Crash, Super Metroid, some other puzzle games. Stump is no stranger to competition. He joins a lot of speed gaming tournaments all the time. I'm very excited to see how this group plays out, though, for the last 2 weeks. We'll show a glimpse of the group afterwards, but we're going to have clashes of Tayman versus Shadow and Raphael versus Stump this week. If Raphael manages to win, he'll be sitting at 2-1, and then the winner of Tayman and Shadow will also be sitting at 2-1. If Shadow happens to beat Tayman, then it's potentially Shadow and Raphael duking it out in that final week for the last spot in main bracket for this group. Cards is pretty much safe at this point. There is a tiebreaker situation to where he could be eliminated as well. But we've mentioned this before, 3-0 is a pretty safe record for the most part for group stage. You would need a lot of things to go wrong. With the consistency of how Cards is playing too, it would be really hard to imagine him not going 4-0 in group stage, but you never know. Here comes Bowser. He got that 5 chain on Stump. Stump's got to be careful with these separated towers. He tries to go for a slide there. Could have led to his death if he was not lucky enough there. Eventually going to lower, though. We see on Tayman's side labels the Yoshi as champ and the Bowser as poop head. Yeah, and so for some clarifications, I see that you asked that, Hooch. V-Hard does not show up on the actual level. It's like a bonus when you unlock too, so you gotta even put a code in it. You just can't like automatically select it. But when you do play, the background for the text dialogue boxes will be a red color rather than the pink color that displays. So that's the one way to tell it apart if you are on the right difficulty or not. Though you can tell with how the AI is playing too, because Bowser is a lot faster on very hard than he is on hard mode. Bowser looking like he wants to troll more. He actually has enough time to go for 3rd tier and then 2nd tier afterward. Who is this guy? Clears all the garbage on his screen. Now he's looking to do even more chains. He gets that 5 chain out of nowhere. Almost gets the 6 chain to connect too. He's looking like to waste most of his blocks now, though. Gets rid of... He only has 1 clear potentially left on his screen. He might drag it down. Oh no, Stump might be force killed here. No, he gets the purples. If he can live, this will be good for him. I would hate to see him die right now because Bowser... Oh no! Oh no, not like this. Bowser still had 1 line and could have raised it, but... that would have been hard for him to react to live. Oh man, that could have been the match there for Stump, but unfortunately he just couldn't find the colors in enough time there, as he didn't have a lot of time to react to. Stump taking a death, man. Very unfortunate. He's looking to follow this up now, though. Seeking some revenge, man. I know Stump wants to end on a strong note here. He's got a really nice chain going. He's going to extend it even more. He's like, you know what, Bowser? I've seen you do some long chains. How about this 9 chain, dude? I'll have you deal with it now. It's funny, more often than not, large chains are really consistent ways to beat opponents. I mean, it's proven it right there. They typically, they'll have a lot of lag, like you see right now, and a lot of clear time. But they don't have really enough options for follow-up because they'll either start clearing more panels on their screen or they'll just stay still like that, basically. And that's going to eventually lead to the victory there. Stump around like an high 1840, I want to say, since it was a late split. But GG's, he will finish that out after a couple heartbreaking losses during that run. But still, man, anyone who can beat this mode in under 20 minutes or even under 30 minutes, like this is still a pretty tough mode. It's nothing like S-Hard AI on Pokemon Puzzle League or some of the later games, but this mode is super brutal, especially when you get to Bowser, man. Pulling off like 10 chains on you, that's not easy to deal with. So, good stuff to Stump. That was a pretty good race to watch between both of them. And we're going to go ahead and flash to the standings to show you guys what this group stage does look like. And as you can see, Cards at 3 now, Stump at 0 and 3, and then it's up for grabs in the middle there. All these players at 1 and 1. Raphael and Shadow both having a loss to Cards, and Tayman having a loss to Raphael. So Tayman still will have to play Cards, and the rest of the players will have to like duke it out between themselves most likely. But this will be pretty interesting. I want to see how this group actually finishes out here.